Lost together, found together. The simple fishing rod. Quiet. Lakeside/riverside. Dad arrives with a fancy fishing rod, tackle box, and folding chair. Son stands beside him, empty-handed, watching curiously. Dad casts the line confidently. The float sits on the water, perfectly still. Dad waits, checks his watch, sighs softly. The son looks around, finds a tree branch, ties a simple string to it, adds a tiny hook, drops it into the water, just for fun. Dad doesn't notice. The string suddenly tugs hard. The son's eyes widen. He pulls up the branch. A fish! The son freezes for a moment, then grins proudly. Dad turns around, looks at the fish, looks at his expensive fishing rod, looks at the stick. Dad bursts out laughing, shaking his head in disbelief. Dad pats the son's head proudly. They sit side by side, watching the water together. The fish swims calmly in a small bucket. One gentle morning, Bluey made a new friend. Caring for plants requires gentleness and patience. Not too much and not too little. Plants also need sunlight to grow. Huh? Small things help plants grow healthier. When we care for them, we learn to show concern. Plants don't grow instantly, but day by day. Caring for a seedling is also caring for joy. One peaceful afternoon, a strange object appears in the yard. Just bring it close. Something strange happens. It's not always attraction. A new game is quickly devised. Adding more people makes the challenge harder. 3 different directions, the same invisible force. No touch needed, everything moves. When the game stops, the curiosity remains. There are things unseen, but always there. A gentle morning begins with a small plan. A short picnic, no need for elaborate preparation. When the green space opens up, joy appears with it. But nature always holds surprises, luckily. There are always people willing to help. When working together, everything becomes easy. Joy appears with it. Small joys will stay with you for a long time. Still leave beautiful memories. Just being together. When you know how to cherish short encounters. The tree grows bigger every day with the love of the whole family. There are little visitors who have come to the garden. Bluey is a little worried about his plants. It doesn't always need to be so forceful. Just help them find some depth in another spot. Protecting the plants is also part of caring for them. The peaceful retreat is back. Everyone has their place. Just know how to care for them properly. Fixing the outdoor table. A quiet morning. The wooden outdoor table wobbles slightly. Every gentle touch makes the tabletop tremble. The family stands around, looking at one another. Dad nods. Let's fix it. Dad kneels down and tightens the bolts with a wrench. Clack, clack. A soft metallic sound. Mom hands over a small wooden piece, placing it under the shorter table leg. Sister wipes the tabletop with a cloth. Dust sparkles in the sunlight. Little brother holds the table leg, tilting his head, watching very seriously. Dad places a cup of water in the middle of the table. Everyone holds their breath. The cup stays still. No shaking, no spilling. The family laughs happily. The little brother claps with a loud smack. A peaceful afternoon at home. Everything seemed normal. But somewhere, something started making strange noises. And it seemed there wasn't just one culprit. Chili's mother began to feel something was wrong. The sounds grew louder and stranger. The two sisters were very proud of their prank. But Chili's mother had another plan. She decided to believe it was something very scary, and then everything reversed this time. It was someone's turn to be genuinely startled. It turned out that the funniest prank was when the whole family laughed together. Wow! After the first harvest, the whole family had a new idea. Vegetables from the little garden are ready to go into the kitchen. Preparing to cook is also a fun part. It doesn't need to be perfect, just try. Cooking always has unexpected moments. Homegrown vegetables have a very special taste. Meals taste better when they are made together. From the little garden to a happy meal. A seemingly ordinary beach outing.
Wow!
But Bluey and Bingo discovered a mystery.
Whoa!
A treasure map appeared right before their eyes. The search began. But the beach wasn't still. The treasure seemed to be playing a trick on the whole family.
Whoa!
The treasure was cleverly hidden. The best treasure of all is the joy of family. One peaceful afternoon, Bluey discovered an interesting empty space. Just a few chalks are enough to begin. Every stroke carries imagination. No need to draw beautifully, just draw together. The picture on the ground gradually emerges. The result isn't on paper, but right before our eyes. Each person leaves their own mark. Joy sometimes begins in an empty space.
Uninvited guest. The two fighters are in a meditative state, but wait, their radar has detected a target. Target landed, right in the forbidden zone, the wet nose. The whirlwind tactic failed. The intruders redirected their attack towards Mother. A passive attempt at shaking off attention. The ears are working at full capacity. They both decided to work together. Oh no! Serious traffic accident at the intersection. They decided to escalate the tension. The Clap with the Meatball campaign was activated. Is the war over or not? It seems this uninvited guest is still very stubborn. Sometimes, before doing anything, both parties should discuss a plan beforehand. That was a perfect catch. Great job, Bluey. After all their efforts, the mother and daughter finally won against this uninvited guest.
The balancing act. Bluey spots a bird perched on the fence and decides to challenge herself with a little balancing game. She slowly lifts one leg, arms out wide, trying to keep her body as still as a statue. But balancing is harder than it looks. Bluey begins to wobble and her little legs start to shake. Dad Bandit notices and steps right beside her. He circles his hands around her, creating a silent safety zone. Seeing her dad's hands nearby, Bluey feels a surge of confidence. She takes a deep breath and regains her focus. Thanks to the silent support, Bluey holds her balance longer than before. She feels strong and very capable. The rattling fan, a hot noon. An old fan spins slowly. Clack, clack! An irritating noise. The whole family looks at the fan. Frowning, they fan themselves with their hands. Dad places it in the middle of the floor. He grabs a screwdriver and carefully removes the screws. Mom hands over a small box to hold the screws. She nods, reminding him with a look. Sister holds the fan frame steady. Little brother sits close by, eyes wide as he watches. Ting! A screw pops out and rolls across the floor. Little brother crawls after it. He even crawls under the table. Sister puts the fan blades back on, slightly crooked, but tightened anyway. Dad nods and flips the switch. Whoosh! The fan spins the wrong way. Dad tightens the screws firmly. Dad switches the fan on again. Boo! The fan runs smoothly, a gentle breeze blowing. The whole family claps.
The Master Blueberry Hunter. Everything was ready for a perfect breakfast, except for one crucial thing. Where did the blueberries go? The Healer Detective team is officially on the lookout. The target, the mysterious blueberry bush in the backyard. Shh! Be very quiet. We don't want to startle the blueberries and make them run away. Look, the garden's blue diamonds have appeared. Dad started harvesting. Bingo learns very quickly and is also starting to reap the rewards. The harvest began at a steady and rapid pace. Done it! You two did a great job. Let's start decorating the cake. Mission accomplished. The best breakfast is the one you hunt for yourself. Congratulations to father and son.
A fresh morning is perfect for the whole family to do some light exercise. Warming up prepares the body for the activities that follow. Everyone has their own way of exercising, but they're all lovely. Gentle exercise makes the body feel more relaxed.
Oh.
No need to compare because everyone has their own pace. Breathing evenly helps to improve mood. Simple exercise is enough to bring positive energy. Drinking water after exercise is a very important habit. Moments of rest help the body recover better. Starting the day with light exercise helps the whole family stay healthy and happy. The great cleanup battle morning. Mom stands in the middle of the living room, hands on her hips. She takes a deep breath, then gives a strong signal. Clean up! The whole family jumps. They look around at the piles of clutter. Dad takes the mop. Sister hugs a stack of clothes. Little brother drags a box of toys. Dad mops too hard. Water splashes onto the couch and the wall. Sister finishes folding. The stack tilts. Crash! Clothes spill everywhere. Little brother stuffs toys into the box. The box gets too full. Pop! Toys fly all over the floor. The family stands in the middle of the room, staring at the new chaos. Mom steps into the center, signals to start over. Everyone works in rhythm. The room gradually becomes tidy again. The living room is clean and bright. They look at one another, then burst out laughing. Saving a broken plant. A calm afternoon after the rain. The little brother runs around the garden, then suddenly stops. He points. A young plant has been bent and broken by the wind, its stem leaning close to the ground. The little brother bends down to look, his face turning sad. The sister steps closer, gently touches the stem, and shakes her head worriedly. Dad examines the break carefully and nods with a decision. Dad gently straightens the plant's stem. Mom holds the base, adds more soil, pressing it firmly around the roots. The sister places 2 wooden stakes on either side. The little brother passes the string, carefully tying it around the stem. The string is tightened just enough, not too tight. A light breeze. A gentle wind blows. The plant stands firm. Its leaves tremble softly, no longer leaning. The family applauds as if they've just saved someone. The secret painting. A large sheet of drawing paper is spread out on the floor. Paints, brushes, and crayons are placed around it. Mom, Dad, sister, and little brother look at one another. Dad gestures a rectangle in the air. We draw together. Dad sits down at one corner of the paper. Using a brush, he paints a simple house. Lines a bit rough but solid. Mom chooses soft colors. She paints flowers, trees, and the sky. Each stroke slow and gentle. Sister picks bright colors. She draws smiling people, arms and legs a little long, full of lively expression. Little brother sits right down on the floor. With crayons, he draws a big sun, coloring outside the lines, smudging a bit. The family steps back a few steps, seeing the whole painting for the first time. The house is off-center from the sun. The trees are bigger than the people. Colors don't match, lines overlap. They look at one another and burst out laughing. The memory box. A quiet afternoon. A small box sits in the center of the table. A handwritten label on the outside reads, Memories. Dad looks around and gently opens a drawer. He takes out an old key, worn by time. Smiling softly, he places it into the box. Mom stands by the shelf. She takes a neatly folded old photograph, gently smooths the corner, then places it into the box. Sister runs back to her room. She brings out a slightly worn hair ribbon. She looks at it for a moment longer, then puts it in. Little brother quietly bends down to the floor. He picks up a small, scratched toy, nods to himself, and places it into the box. The whole family sits in a circle. The box is placed in the middle. Dad opens the lid. The first item is taken out. Everyone looks at each other, pointing, guessing. As each item appears, surprised gestures, soft nods, gentle laughter. As the items are laid back on the table, the family sits closer together. Bandit decided to spend the morning tending to his garden. But as Bandit got busy working, little mischiefs began to appear. Just a slight lapse in concentration, and the whole garden was thrown into chaos. Bandit began to realize that babysitting and gardening at the same time wasn't simple at all.
Aha!
Sometimes, even the most endearing acts of help can lead to a little accident.
Hey!
But in the end, the most important thing is the laughter and the moments spent with family.
Shooting star. The night has fallen. Bluey and Bandit settle down for a quiet evening on the veranda after a long day of play. Bluey gazes up at the twinkling stars, and suddenly she points an excited finger towards the sky. A brilliant, swift streak of light, a shooting star, flies across the dark night sky. Both dad and daughter watch it pass. Bluey turns to look at her dad, her eyes wide with surprise and a little bit of wonder. Bandit gently pulls Bluey into a warm hug. Bluey closes her eyes, keeping her silent wish completely private. She opens them, giving a look of pure contentment. Bandit tightens his hug, savoring the special moment.
Broken window. A calm afternoon. A balloon floats gently in the air. The younger brother takes a run up and throws the balloon high. The balloon clips the edge of the window. Crash! The glass shatters, shards clinking as they scatter across the floor. The whole family freezes. Dad puts on gloves, carefully gathering each piece of glass. Mom lays down a large sheet of cardboard to cover the floor. The sister passes tape and a small broom. The younger brother hands over a cleaning cloth, stepping lightly. The last shard is placed into the bin. The family exhales in relief. Dad lifts the new glass panel, his hands slightly trembling. Mom holds the window frame, eyes focused. The glass slides perfectly into place. Dad tightens the screws. Mom checks the seal along the edges. Sunlight pours through the new window. The family looks at one another and smiles, covering the roof to avoid the rain afternoon. Mom looks up at the sky, raises her hand to feel the wind. A raindrop lands on her hand. Mom turns toward the yard, signaling urgently. Dad runs to the shed, pulling out a large tarp. The wind grows stronger. Leaves rustle loudly. Dad spreads the tarp over the items in the yard. Flap! A strong gust lifts the tarp up. Dad holds one corner of the tarp. Mom grips the other corner. Sister jumps onto a chair, pulling the tarp edge down. Little brother presses hard on the lowest corner. The tarp billows like a sail. Everyone sways, but keeps holding on. Rain starts pouring down. Water slides off the tarp, streaming down in lines. Items are dry. Plant pots are safe. Chairs are fully covered. Everyone sighs in relief. Bluey decided to organize a family picnic. Everything needed was neatly prepared. Bingo was also eager to join the picnic. The picnic spot was chosen. The picnic began to take shape. The fun time made the picnic even more lively. The whole family enjoyed the outdoors. A simple picnic was enough to bring joy to the whole family.
Huh?
Behind the house was a small, fascinating forest. Bluey began her exploration. A small path led Bluey deeper into the forest. Each tree trunk had a different shape. The small forest looked vibrant. The journey included small challenges. It was cooler inside the forest than outside. Bingo also wanted to explore with Bluey. There were many new things in the forest. The exploration gradually came to an end. Everyone reunited after the trip. A small forest can also offer a great adventure. Fixing the bike in the yard afternoon. A bicycle is leaning against the wall. The back tire is flat, completely deflated. Dad bends down and squeezes the tire. He shakes his head and sighs. Dad grabs a hand pump and attaches it to the valve. Mom stands beside him, holding the bike frame firmly. Sister runs into the house. She brings out a wrench and a cleaning rag. Little brother bustles around, hands over the wrong tool, then quickly switches. The wheel spins hard. The bike suddenly tilts. Mom almost slips. Dad quickly grabs the bike. Whoosh! The wheel pops off the axle and rolls fast across the yard. Little brother runs after it. Sister runs too. The whole yard erupts in chaos. Dad puts the wheel back on. Dad pumps a few more times. Dad spins the wheel to test it. Mom pushes the bike to the center of the yard. Sister hops on and rides a lap. The bike rolls perfectly. Little brother claps and cheers. Mom and Dad laugh together.
Huh?
It's time the room got tidied up. But cleaning doesn't have to be boring. Bluey turns cleaning into a little game. Every task has its own meaning.
Huh?
Working together makes everything easier. Tidying up makes the room more pleasant. The result is something to be proud of. A tidy room for a good night's sleep. Bluey is preparing to plant a new tree in the garden. Before planting, the soil needs to be carefully prepared. Bluey starts with the dry soil in the garden. Each corner of the garden has a different type of soil. Bingo also wants to help prepare the soil. Bluey mixes the soil thoroughly. A little water helps to soften the soil. The soil looks looser and more ready. Bluey checks if the soil is just right. The soil is ready for the new tree. Everything is ready. A healthy tree starts from carefully prepared soil.
A day in the life of Bluey.
Ha!
The whole family was having a fun time preparing an outdoor meal. But then the wind started blowing gently. The wind suddenly messed everything up. The whole family had to react quickly. The scarf seemed to be playing tricks on everyone.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes the simplest way is the most effective. Finally, the meal was ready. A little trouble made the meal even more memorable.
Yippee! Aha!
Bluey begins her treasure hunt in the garden. An X on the map points to a very familiar corner. Bluey digs down excitedly. Something is lying beneath the soil. The first treasure is revealed. Bluey recognizes it as an old toy. Bluey decides to dig a little further. Another old toy appears. Bingo is also curious about this unexpected treasure. This time, it seems to be a real box. The treasure turns out to be old toys that have been buried and forgotten. Old things can also bring new joy. Bluey arrived at the beach on a sunny morning.
Hooray!
Bluey discovered a small seashell at the water's edge.
Whoa.
Bluey began searching for more seashells.
Yahoo!
Each seashell had a very different shape. The waves made collecting the shells more enjoyable.
Aha!
Bluey arranged the shells in her favorite order.
Aha!
Bluey continued exploring the beach. Bingo also found a very beautiful seashell.
Wow!
Bluey carefully kept the shells she had collected. The beach still had so much to discover. Bluey watched and smiled happily.
Whoa!
A simple beach outing brought so much joy. A peaceful afternoon begins with a familiar game.
Aha!
Small puzzle pieces waiting to be placed in their correct positions. A fun competition begins.
3, 2, 1, go!
Not everyone finds the answer immediately. When faced with difficulties, help is always needed. Each person has their own pace.
Yippee!
Aha!
Ha!
When faced with difficulties, help is always needed.
Yeah!
The final result is always worth the effort. In family games, there's no need for winners or losers.
Huh?
When working together, every piece finds its place. A quiet morning. No need to rush. Things don't always need to be done quickly. And then, a special friend visits. Slowness has its own charm. When we slow down, we learn more. A gentle morning when everyone feels relaxed. No need for perfection. Just enjoy the moment. When there's no rush, joy comes naturally. Everyone has their own rhythm of life.
Bye-bye.
Sometimes, slowing down is the best way to enjoy life. The whole family was having a fun time preparing an outdoor meal. But then the wind started blowing gently. The wind suddenly messed everything up. The whole family had to react quickly. The scarf seemed to be playing tricks on everyone. Sometimes the simplest way is the most effective. Finally, the meal was ready. A little trouble made the meal even more memorable. No shovel, no problem. A park or open grassy area. The family arrives carrying a small sapling and a water bottle. Mom points to the ground, ready to plant. Dad opens the backpack and searches inside. No shovel. Dad scratches his head and sighs. Mom looks around, a bit puzzled. Dad tries digging with his hands, winces and shakes them. Mom pours water on the soil. It only softens slightly. Bluey and Bingo watch, thinking. Bluey spots a strong tree branch on the ground. She picks it up and pokes the soil. The dirt loosens a little. Bingo's eyes widen. She nods eagerly. The family gently places the sapling into the hole. They fill it with soil. Mom waters it. The tree stands upright. The family steps back to admire the tree. Dad gives the kids a big thumbs up. Bluey and Bingo smile proudly. A light breeze rustles the leaves. Building a small fence. A cool morning. The whole family stands in front of an empty patch of yard. Dad pulls out a measuring tape to check the spacing. Mom marks the spots with white chalk. Sister and little brother line up the short wooden posts. Dad grabs a hammer and drives in the first post. Thud, thud. Firm and steady. Mom holds the post, checking the balance by eye. She nods to signal it's good. Sister passes over a wooden plank. Little brother runs back and forth, handing over nails. Thud! The post tilts slightly. Mom raises her hand to stop. The family steps back to look. Dad pulls the post out and adjusts it. Sister holds one end. Mom steadies it. Dad hammers again. Their rhythm becomes steady. The fence grows section by section. The fence is complete. Little brother taps a post lightly. Tap, tap. Mom, Dad, and Sister smile with pride. Bluey discovered a very strange treasure map.
Oh! Oh!
The treasure wasn't in one single place.
Woo!
The first X led Bluey out into the yard.
Wow!
The first piece of treasure was found. The map pointed to a different location. The last X was a little further away. The treasure pieces were gradually pieced together.
Oh!
The last X was a little further away. The search continued in the small forest. The last piece of treasure appeared. The three pieces of treasure put together into a surprise. Treasure is truly a joy to discover together. One leisurely afternoon, Chili decided to organize a special activity. But for Bluey, playing sports always has to be different. A mini racetrack created right inside the house. The rules are simple, but the outcome is unpredictable. Winning isn't always guaranteed. But patience always brings joy. Sports don't need to be complicated. Just play together. A day of light exercise, but full of laughter. These familiar toys have been here for a long time. It's time to take care of them. Every toy needs gentle treatment.
Nah.
Chili teaches how to fix the little things. Repairing is also a way of showing love. Old toys look like new. toys are still there. They just need to be cared for. Old toys bring new joy. A long rainy day when outdoor plans have to be put on hold. But rain doesn't mean the fun is over. When the scenery changes, emotions change too. A little clumsiness makes a rainy day more enjoyable. When we're together, everywhere feels warm. A rainy day is a chance to slow down. When imagination speaks, rain becomes music. No need to go far, just be together. A rainy day can also become the most memorable day. Bluey begins drawing a strange picture on paper. The drawing suddenly changes right before Bluey's eyes. The drawing begins guiding Bluey. The drawing transforms differently in each location. Bingo and Bluey decipher the mysterious drawing. The drawing leads Bluey to the backyard. The treasure is finally found. The changing drawing led Bluey to a treasure trove of creativity.
Oh!
And there was a small undecorated corner in the garden. Bluey came up with the idea to decorate it. The first stones were laid down. Bluey found more decorative materials. A gravel path gradually appeared. Bingo helped choose beautiful pebbles. The garden corner began to look neater. Bluey carefully arranged each detail. A small detail made the garden corner stand out. Bluey's efforts were noticed by everyone. A small decorated corner was enough to make the garden more lovely. Building a small fence. A cool morning, the whole family stands in front of an empty patch of yard. Dad pulls out a measuring tape to check the spacing. Mom marks the spots with white chalk. Sister and little brother line up the short wooden posts. Dad grabs a hammer and drives in the first post. Thud, thud. Firm and steady. Mom holds the post, checking the balance by eye. She nods to signal it's good. Sister passes over a wooden plank. Little brother runs back and forth, handing over nails. Thud! The post tilts slightly. Mom raises her hand to stop. The family steps back to look. Dad pulls the post out and adjusts it. Sister holds one end. Mom steadies it. Dad hammers again. Their rhythm becomes steady. The fence grows section by section. The fence is complete. Little brother taps a post lightly. Tap, tap. Mom, Dad, and Sister smile with pride. Fixing the bike in the yard afternoon. A bicycle is leaning against the wall. The back tire is flat, completely deflated. Dad bends down and squeezes the tire. He shakes his head and sighs. Dad grabs a hand pump and attaches it to the valve. Mom stands beside him, holding the bike frame firmly. Sister runs into the house. She brings out a wrench and a cleaning rag. Little brother bustles around, hands over the wrong tool, then quickly switches. The wheel spins hard. The bike suddenly tilts. Mom almost slips. Dad quickly grabs the bike. Whoosh! The wheel pops off the axle and rolls fast across the yard. Little brother runs after it. Sister runs too. The whole yard erupts in chaos.